Hello and welcome to another episode of the devlog of Runes of Aereal. So, what have I been up to? The first thing you can see on the main menu here is like the little fog and the little blurriness coming in. Just an extra tint to the main menu and a version number here at the bottom. The next thing you might notice, but it's not very visible here, in previous versions, there used to be like this kind of image artifacts with those buttons. So there would be a green or a blue line here. That was due to mip mapping, and I've adjusted the sizing of these buttons, which reduces the mip mapping actually. So that was also something I've done. So let's just start a new game. Like this. And then no, let's do something else. I think the music is too loud for this recording, so let's go to the options and reduce the volume here a bit, and then continue the journey. So another number of other things I did, for example, here in the manage cards, these previews here are now sensitive to the upgraded versions. So in order to demonstrate that, let's do some battles and see if we can get to an upgrade card in G-Wood here. So let's do something. Just move on. Here we have to battle, so let's just battle. So as you'll see here, in the battle interface here, I've also added this fog coming from the bottom, which is really a nice effect. I think it doesn't really bother the visibility of the cards here at the bottom, so I think it's pretty cool. It does have a little impact on the FPS here, as we see. So maybe in the future I'll do something else, because my computer here is pretty powerful. So maybe on less version of desktops or laptop computers it might not be sufficient in performance-wise, but let's take care of that at a later point. So what we have here, let's see, we've got this. Let's make that one here fragile, and then kill it off, and then this one is about to do a spell. Let's see if we can, well, let's poison him. Do some shields, discard this card, and then we go on.
Enemy turn. Evil. Your turn.
So let's do something like that. Make fragile, and then deal 6 damage. Here we are.
Is yours.
Let's go, and then, oh yeah, an antidote scroll, fine. What we have here, this is an interesting, because we have a green claw here. Green claw is a lightning card to double damage, great. But one of the features I added in this time is there is an auto equip of artifacts. So here you see I have 4 slots for artifacts. If I get this green claw as an artifact, before I had to go into the manage artifacts and add the artifacts to the equipped artifacts. Right now, if there are enough slots, that will happen automatically. So I can just collect it, and then I can go to manage artifacts here, and you'll see it's automatically equipped because I have 3 available slots. Okay, that's great. So let's take advantage and go to G-Wood. We wander into the city. And let's go to the next. And we are in luck. We can do an upgrade of the card. And then you'll see that, for example, I take this lightning card. I put it in here. And you'll see that automatically it gets like a preview. It becomes yellow because that's the next version. And from 4 we go to 6. Let's remove that. Let's go to this one. 6 becomes 8. So great. I'll do an upgrade. And I can immediately show you the next thing I did here, because now here in manage cards, we'll see that this preview here is now sensitive to the level of the cards. It used to be always the first level, and now it's also the second level. which is great. So next thing I did doesn't have something to do with the game itself. It's the sandbox mode. So because of all of the things I changed to the saving and the loading and stuff like that, the sandbox was broken. So I added some stuff here in the sandbox mode, so it became working again. So let's run this sandbox, and let's immediately take advantage of running the sandbox so I can show you a new feature I have also added, which is the cloaked card. So I'll take the cloaked profile here I recently saved, and we're going to start the game. And then you'll see that the game will start. All right, so here we see the cloaked card. So we have a level 2 cloaked card here and a level 1 cloaked card, along with some other cards, of course, in the deck. Let's do the demonstration. I take this cloaked card and I drop it. So, and then we can see that the hero here becomes invisible. And we also have this state here that says you are invisible creatures. And I see I have a typo there. Creatures cannot hurt you. So that means if I just end my turn, nothing happens here. It tried to attack me, but it didn't see me, so that's what it did. So I can also go in there and do. So I have now 2. Let's do something like that. Do 9 damage, cost 1 frost shadow. That's it. And now we go on. You'll see that the invisible decreases by 1, but we're still invisible, of course. Let's end the turn again. And then become visible again. So this is like the extra card we've implemented, the invisibility functionality. So in order to do that, I've had to add a lot of things here to the game. One of the things, of course, was here. If I go and check the cards right here, this is this cloak card, and I've added this cost invisible. 1, 2, 3 means that in the first level, of course, 1 turn invisibility, in the second level, 2 turns invisibility, and the third level, 3 turns invisibility. That's what it means here. And of course, it flashes, it does an attack animation, it has an incantation, which is incantation 9 here. Let's see if I can bring it up, this one. So, and then doesn't target anything, and it's a type of card skill, of course. And if I then go to the command functions, you'll see here that in cast invisible, we do is we increase the invisibility with the invisibility level here. We show a message stating invisible becomes apparent on the HUD. And then we refresh the state of the heroes, which is the HUD sign there. We play this sound and we increase a new statistic, of course. So what also needed to be done at that time is, let's see where here, an enemy attack. What we'll do, for example, if the next action equals damage, we'll first check if the player is invisible or not, and only if he is visible, then we will shoot a fireball and stuff like that. If he's not invisible, we just set executing to 0, and then it goes to the next action in the queue. So the same thing. Some things, by the way, do not have an impact. For example, if the creature makes himself strong or he has a shield spell, that doesn't really matter if the hero is invisible or not, so that just goes through. However, the creature cannot cast a spell of fire, for example, or cannot cast the spell of venom, also because the player is invisible, of course. So that's a lot of things added again this time. I hope you liked it. As always, please like and subscribe, and see you next time.